What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another spooky season movie review. And I don't know if you can call this spooky season, but it's spooky enough. And what I'm talking about is 2002's Scooby-Doo, with, of course, Freddie Prinze Jr. as Fred, Sarah Michelle Gellar as Daphne, Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, and Linda Cardellini as Velma, and Neil Fanning voicing Scooby-Doo. And Rowan Atkinson as Montevarious in Scrappy-Doo. But there's tons of funny parts in this movie, and it's got a real short runtime, a little bit under 90 minutes, so like an hour, 27-minute movie. This nice little sweet spot of a short and quick one. But it starts off hot with the ghost, and then it gets into the whole movie where they go to the spooky island, and then the gang reunites, right? Like, it's great, and it's written well. Because, of course, it's written and the story is by James Gunn, which everyone knows James Gunn now as the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and now doing the new Superman, and now co-head of DC Studios. But they credit the director as this movie as Raja Gosnell, and he pretty much looks like a real-life Shaggy, which is hilarious to me. But the cast for this was perfect. Freddie Prinze, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Matthew Lillard. I think I said it first. Matthew Lillard. Sorry. But he is perfect as Shaggy. He is so funny as Shaggy that when I was a kid, and, you know, with my buddies and my mom in particular, my mom loves a fart joke, a fart story, anything to do with flatulence. That lady will laugh her ass off, literally. And and the one fart scene in this movie where him and Scooby-Doo are going back and forth, like call and response in each other, is so raunchy and disgusting, but also so funny to a childish mind and humor. And of course, to my mother, she would be laughing her ass off. So I have very fond memories of watching this movie and her just being like, look at him, oh, disgusting, he's lifted his leg, and imitating it and laughing, just, you know, making the noises with our mouths and doing the scene, you know, like, and then trying to do it for real and then being like, uh-oh. Can't trust a fart, kids. No. I always had a thing for Linda Cardellini and as this Velma, and they always made her with that terrible haircut like Velma always had, and the glasses and jinkies. And good thing I get to see Linda Cardellini later in life as Hawkeye's wife, because she's always been gorgeous, but she's much more gorgeous when she's in this different haircut. And they have one point in this movie where she's like, lets her hair down, takes her glasses off, and you're like, holy Christ, get you a woman that can do both. Wow. Like, and clearly Freddie Prinze Jr. loved this movie, because I believe him and Sarah Michelle Gellar got married from this movie. They met on set here, and then they just kind of got married from there, and they were great friends. And the story, their little love story is phenomenal. And if you guys know me, I'm a sucker for a love story, real life or fictional. So, you know, I'm here for it, man. I love little stories like that. And like, you know, even though it didn't work out now, 20 years later, and they're divorced, but Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where Brad and Angelina met, like, I love that movie so much more because I know, oh, look at they're falling in love here. Oh, like, fucking so sappy, but I'm into it, man. I'm into it. I love, like, Isla Fisher's in here, and she's talking to Shaggy, and he's like, what's your name? She goes, Mary Jane. He's like, that's my favorite name. And as a kid, I didn't get it, but now that I'm an adult and I'm much more like Shaggy myself, I understood why that's his favorite name, and how funny it is when they're in the van and smoke's pouring out the top, and then they cut to the, you know, they're saying like stoner lines on the outside, and then they cut to the inside and it's them with food. And it's like, of course it is. These fat bastards. In every cartoon you ever see, they're always munching down on excess amounts of food, and Shaggy's so skinny, and you're like, how is this man so skinny? He eats so much. And the dog, too. He's a big old boy, but you gotta love Scooby, too. And I was watching this with my pup next to me. This movie hits so much different when you're a dog owner. When I was a kid, I always wanted a Scooby-Doo. Now I have my own little pupperoo, and he's a more scrappy size, but He's more scrappy acting too, but he's a cutie. I wish he was still here. He just went back to his mother's for 2 weeks. I miss my puppy. But comment below. Do you like this Scooby-Doo movie? Do you remember? I remember being like 3-4 years old when it came out on television and going and seeing it or watching it on television or watching it on Nickelodeon and stuff and laughing our asses off with our family around the ideas of this movie and the soundtrack. The story's great, and of course it is, because it's James Gunn, and I knew from this moment on, whoever made this film, I'd like his stuff, and of course, it came to fruition, and James Gunn, of course, is one of my favorites, and I cannot wait for 2025 to see his Superman and Peacemaker and whatever else he comes out with next, because that man is an evil genius when it comes to this shit, and I'm promising you, it's gonna be good. But overall, I gave this movie 3.5 stars, not necessarily because it's a good movie, but because I like it and I appreciate it. So that's why I gave it 3.5 stars. About a 7 out of 10. If I had to give it a 10 score, it's about a 7 out of 10. So I'm not gonna give it more than that, but I like it and I enjoy it. I enjoy the quickness of it. I enjoy the dumb campiness of it. It's exactly what you picture and want with this type of movie. And especially if you grew up watching the cartoon, it hits just like you would like. So comment below. What's your favorite Scooby-Doo animated cartoon? Mine was always The Legend of the Vampire. I don't know if you guys know that one, but that's a good one with the Hex Girls and the Wowie Wahoo. But comment below, what's your favorite Scooby-Doo animated movie? And do you think I should do some of those on the channel? If you have any recommendations for me, drop those down in the comment section below. If you have any other spooky season recommendations for me, I'd love to hear those in the comment section below. Or you can send them to me on my other social medias. Link for those down in the description below. Big Cam with 2 G's in the big, pretty much anywhere. And I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Stay tuned for more spooky season movie reviews coming your way. Peace.